bringing you round-the-clock coverage of what seems to be exciting elections. That's really what democracy is. This is really what Indian elections are all about. I am a journalist, but have to say this, I think pollsters, exit polls, everybody needs to get their game together and try to understand how to decode the mandate of people in a way that can be anywhere close to appropriate. It's not the first time, and that's why when you have exit polls out, when they're giving out, they usually give it a disclaimer, this can go wrong. But let's just quickly look at what the game has been so far. So in contrast to what the sweep from the BJP was in 2019, at this point, you have Delhi, MP, Chhattisgarh, Himachal, Uttarakhand. That seems to be the BJP's strong point. Of course, Odisha being the big game changer. Odisha is where the BJD has been decimated, if I may use that word. BJP making absolutely strong inroads into the state, whether it be in the assembly elections or the Lok Sabha elections. So Odisha as a state was seen as a swing state and is going to be decisive in deciding who goes on to form the government. Odisha has everybody's eyes on, even as the other results are unfolding. Now let's just look at what really seemed to be the big rallying points. Uttar Pradesh has thrown in a huge surprise. The India Bloc is formidable there. Of course, things can change. Countings are still happening. We don't know which way this may go, but nonetheless, Uttar Pradesh is a strong fight by the India Bloc led by the Samajwadi Party, but Congress also holding its fort. Both of them together emerging the single largest alliance, if I may. But nonetheless, Uttar Pradesh, a very strong surprise. And remember, Uttar Pradesh, of course, is the state that has the largest number of states. The Congress was routed last time out of Uttar Pradesh. So what unfolds in Uttar Pradesh this time is going to be very interesting. What emerges, at least at this point, you have Smriti Irani. You have Smriti Irani, who seems to be on a losing trail in Amethi. That's a very huge point as well. Kerala, again, a state down south. Remember, there was a lot that was spoken about BJP's focus down south. Tamil Nadu, as contrast to what was believed, has not thrown in favorable results, at least at this point from what we can see in terms of seats. Vote shares will have to be seen eventually. Kerala, there are at least 2 seats where the BJP is leading. You have BJP leading in Thiruvananthapuram, where Shashi Tharoor is the sitting MP. Rajiv Chandrasekhar is challenging him, and you have BJP leading in Thrissur, where you have Suresh Gopi. These have huge consequences. Again, a state where the UDF is likely to win handsomely in terms of the maximum seats, but getting even 1 seat in Kerala is a big deal for the BJP. You have almost 2 seats that are coming in. We'll look into all of this in detail in a bit. But first, let's just get you a sense of what's unfolding on the ground. Dharmi, my colleague, joins us from Chennai, as well as Adib from Amethi. Adib, to you first. Amethi is throwing in a surprise for journalists and for people across, but are people in Amethi, are they surprised?
Well, definitely, Sneha, not just Amethi, but entire Uttar Pradesh is a surprise, not for the journalists, but for all political parties. If exit polls were to be believed, exit polls were showing a majority for BJP. In exit polls, it was showing that around 68 to 72 seats were in the hands of BJP. But if the trends are to be believed, the current trends are showing that Samajwadi Party, including Congress, is leading at around 42 seats in Uttar Pradesh, which includes Amethi, Raebareli, Barabanki, Sitapur, Kannauj, Mainpuri. So these are the different seats on which Samajwadi Party and Congress are leading in Uttar Pradesh. Earlier, when the elections were going on, and at the time of voting, people were saying that they are voting for development, and they were hinting that they have voted for BJP. But it was not very easy to track the mood of the people at the end of the day, where they are going to cast their vote, on which button they are pressing on the EVM. So it was not very easy to track the mood of the people this time. And clearly it is reflecting in the trends. The trends are in favor of Samajwadi Party, and Samajwadi Party, including Congress, has become one of the single largest party in Uttar Pradesh, which is gaining more seats than BJP. In exit polls, it was being predicted that BJP is leading, but as of now, and if this trend continues, then it will be a big boost to Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh, as Samajwadi Party is gaining more than 30 seats, and on the other hand, Congress is gaining around 5 to 7
Okay.
seats in Uttar Pradesh. Back to you, Sneha.